What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's upcoming OptionPro weekly webinar. Before we get started, guys, please pause your screen and read our disclaimer. All right, awesome. Let's get started here. All right, let's start with earnings for this week. What do we have coming up this week? FedEx on Thursday after the close, along with BlackBerry. I don't see much else. GM, Rite Aid, nothing shattering for us. All right, so that's out the way. So there's no huge things happening here. Let's go to the economic data. What do we have coming up this week in economic data? The price index Tuesday before the open. Retail sales Wednesday. Manufacturing PMI Wednesday at 9:45. Business inventories at 10 o'clock. The Federal Reserve announcement at 2. FOMCO week we have here, and the Fed Chairman's press conference at 2:30. All right, guys, so we're going to see some chop this week. Thursday, the jobless claims come out, housing permits. All right, so we have a big Thursday morning there. And then that's it for the week. All right, guys. So this right here, guys, will give us chop. The Fed meeting. And guys, this week is Friday is quadrant week, where the monthlies, the weeklies all expire on the same day. So that will lead to price pinning. What that means is if the market hovers Amazon at 3,000. I'm going to get chopped between 29.80 to 30.20 on Friday. Expect that on Friday. Quad witching. All righty. Let's go to the charts now. All right. Buy here. Up here, I have 3 charts up here, guys. I have the 90-day 4-hour chart, the 1-year 1-day chart with the 50 simple moving average and the 200 simple moving average, and I have the weekly chart here as well. All righty. What do we see here right now? All right, so on the weekly chart, SPY is riding this trend line up still, looking strong, as it's on the daily as well. But we are touching the highs, and we don't have that strong volume either. Let me see over here. All right, so we try to break under this on Friday. It held. So what we're looking for now, guys, is a break under this. We have a chop zone between 370 and 360 is the chop area. So a break over this 371, guys, we're gonna test that 375 area. On the downside, a break under 360, it is not clear sailing down. It's down towards this 358. If this 358 breaks, guys, we're going to drop down towards this 353 area. All right, let's look at the Qs. Qs are highs as well. Let's touch that 308. We've been talking about this break from 300 towards 310, guys. That break of 310 will move us, but it's going to be hard to break. A break of 310, guys, we're going to move up every $2. But what I'm seeing here, guys, is a H setting up right here. A break under this 297, guys. We're going to drop down towards 295 first, 290, 250, and 290. This 290 area should hold for the week. If that breaks, guys, it's going to be a nice bloody week. All righty, let's get started here. Apple has not been Apple, as we all know. Since her split, she started moving slower nowadays. So what we're looking for here is a break over this 125 area finally. A break and a hold of this 125 area. Breaking this over Guys, we're going to shoot up towards this 130 area, and then finally the highs of 138. On the downside, a break under this 115, guys, is still same setup as we've been having forever here. It's going to draw up down towards this 114, and then this 110 area should hold around here somewhere. I don't see it falling through. No, 4 hours chart has been holding this trend line as well, holding it on the daily. If you see, holding on the daily, holding on the weekly. So it's been a strong trend line for us. All right, AMD started to wake up for us, and then she went back to being quiet. Or she's in a range right now between 90 and 96, say. All right, so what I'm looking for here is a break under 88. It is not a high probability trade here, guys. Here is going to be the next chop session down here again. So a break under, say, $90. We're going to drop down towards this 87 area, 85 area. It's chop zones here, guys. All right, scalps, they're only. All righty, on the break up, the break over 95, guys, will shoot up towards 97, and then that 100 is in place still. Amazon breaking through that trend line right there. I'll break under this 30-50, guys. We're going to drop down towards the 3,000, possibly the 2950 area. You see here, guys, too, we're right through that trend line, so we're going to drop down towards this 2,900 area. Should hold for it. A hold of this 3,100, guys. We're going to shoot back up towards 3,150 and then 3,200 area. It hasn't been the same for us. All right, take a look at BA, looking stronger, strong move up. Some consolidation here. They break over this 240, guys, trade up towards 245, 250, and then that 260 will hit. On the downside, a break under this 220 here, guys. It's going to be a chop zone down towards 215, 210. Alibaba's getting tight here. If you see, smaller. So a break under this 260. Have a guys can drop down towards this 255 and then 250. On the upside, a break over, let's say 270. Trade up towards this 270, 250, and then 275 area. Citibank, guys, is setting up as well here. A break over this 63, guys. Trade up towards 65, 66, and 67.50. On the downside, I don't like it. All right, let's look at CRM. It's holding the bottom of the trend line here. A break under this say 215 to be safe. Trade it down towards 210 and then 200. On the upside, a hold of that 220 and a break of over the 225, trade up towards 230 first, and then 234 and 239 area. CrowdStrike. We'll break over that 180, guys, trade up towards 185 and 190. Those are the levels for it. On the downside, I'm not liking it as much as I did last week. Carvana, I'll talk about that in the pre-market tomorrow. She's at high. She's setting up in a nice pattern right here. Higher highs. She's making on the daily chart as well. Higher highs. So I break over this 270, guys. Trade up towards 280 and 290. Disney. Paid us great last week. Thank you, Yaya, for the reminder. Just drawing this gap right here. All right, so For this week, what we're looking for is a break under this 170, guys. Traded back down towards this 165, 160 area on that gap. On the upside, guys, you know the pebble here as well, guys. A break of that 180 level, guys. Trade this up towards 184, 186, 188, and then 190. Let's keep looking. Let's keep scanning here. Look at that. An X saying don't play it. That's not holding. That broke. So this is no longer in play. All right, I'm looking for a break over this 54 for a quick trade up towards 56. The break of 56, guys. Trade this up towards 60 and 65. On the downside, I will not trade it myself. Stock you, it's looking strong. I mean, it's holding. It's holding. Break over this 250, guys. You could scalp this up towards 260. A break of that 260, trade up towards 270, 280, and 290. On the downside, not a fan of it. Here's why. Look at these wicks. Look at these wicks. Look at these wicks. They'll burn you. Let's see. I'll talk about her in the pre-market because she's at highs already. Facebook. It's going to be the death of me. I'll break under this 266, guys. Trade it down towards 260. On the upside, a break over 280. Trade up towards 290. I hate trading Facebook. FedEx, guys, again, I got 300, guys. Trade back up towards 305 and 310. They report on Thursday, so she can move this week. On the downside, I'll break under 285. Trade it down towards 280, and that's it. Fastly, a break over this freaking level that's been so hard. This 101. That will be the next setup here, guys. I'll break over that, guys. Trade this up towards 103.50, 105 first, and then 110 and 115. She has been paying great. On the downside, scroll in a little bit here. No clear setups here, guys. It's not worth the trade. Alphabet. Alrighty. I'll talk about her in the pre-market, but she still has a chance to run here, guys. Keep going here. Let's look at the banks. Goldman Sachs hit that 245 and rejected twice. So what I'm looking for now is a break under this 238, traded down towards 235. 230, and this 227 area should hold. On the upside, a break of this 245, guys. Trade up towards 250, and then the all-time highs are in play. JPM, a break under 118, guys. Trade back down towards 116 and 114. On the upside, riskier trade is a break over 120, trade up towards 122 and 124. The safer trade will be the break over 124, guys. Trade up towards 126 and 128. Every $2. LU had a nice drop last week. See something here? That move. Strong drop down. Alrighty. Let's go back to the 4-hour. All right, so what I'm looking for here now, I'll break under this 340, guys. Trade it down towards 330, 325 area, and then be careful around here. On the upside, I'll break over this 350, guys. Trade back up towards 360 and 370. mRNA, they are having their vaccine approved this week, tested by the feds. I'll break over this 170, trade it back up towards 180 and 190. On the downside, if they can have any kind of problems, guys, any kind of problems with their approval, what we're looking for is break of 150, trade it down towards 140. Now she's going to drop, she's going to hold, she's going to drop, she's going to hold. So just be careful trading it if they report any sort of negative news on it. Alrighty. MU still guys that break up 74 guys, traded up towards 76 and 78 on the downside. A break under, let's go with 68, trade down towards 66. Netflix holding that trend line right now, but still not a great setup right here. The great setup is going to be a break over this 520, trade up towards 530, 540, and 550. For now, if you had to trade it, a break over 510, trade up towards 520. On the downside, a break under 490, trade down towards 480. And then this 475 area would hold. Neo, what do we have here? Looking, we had 2 weeks red here, guys. She dropped down, she held, she tried to push back up. She got rejected by the buyers. Didn't step in. So now we're looking for a break under this 40 that they had a stock offering on Friday. She should have dropped hard, but she didn't. But we're looking for the aggressive trade is a break under 40, trade down towards 38. The safer trade is a break under 38, traded down towards 35 and 32.50. She should drop this week. NVIDIA, a break under this 500, traded down towards 480. On the upside, I'm not a fan of it inside of here. I'll break over this 545. I will trade it again up towards 550 and 560. Just glancing at trades here, just scanning through stuff, Steve, for a strong setup. Plug, a break over 28, guys. Trades back up towards 29 and 30. If that's 30 breaks, guys, trade up towards 32. On the downside, a break under, nah, it's not worth it. Peloton here, guys. She should be strong this week. She's been added to the Dow. A break over this 120, trade up towards 125 and 130. On the downside, I don't like it at all. PayPal still standing up for this 220 break. Until then, I'm not going to trade it. Qualcomm had a big move and then a big drop. Had a cap fill between 150, so a break over 150, guys. Trades up towards 154. On the downside, a break under 139, traded down towards 130. I actually like that one, so much an alert on this. Roku at all-time highs. I will talk about this in the pre-market. I'll talk about this in the pre-market because right now it won't make sense to talk about it because she can move before then. So let me handle this in the pre-market tomorrow. Clear setups on this. Nice. I like this one. All right, Shopify in the chop zone. I will talk about this in pre-market. If she sets up, snap, you guys should have a swing right now on this. All right, the next setup is a break over 54, guys. Traded up every $1, 55, 56 level. On the downside, a break under 47.50, traded down towards 45. Snow, a break under this 346 is the aggressive trade down towards 340. The safer trade, the smaller trade, guys, is a break under 340, traded down towards 330. 330, 320 area. On the upside, a break over 370, trade back up towards 380 and 390. Just be careful of these wicks because there are sellers stepping in. SPCE, nice flag setting up here. A break over 34, guys. Trade back up towards 36 and 38. On the downside, I don't like it. Spotify broke through that trend line right there. Let's take this off now. All right, the next setup here is I'm going to play the break over 350, trade up towards 355 and 360. A break under 339, traded back down towards 330. square setting up as well. I'll break over this 220, guys. Trade up towards 225 and 230. On the downside, not a clear setup, so we're not going to risk stupidly. All right, Tesla here, guys. She had a strong move, pull back. On Friday, she will be added to the S&P. I've been saying it's going to close around 720. Let's see how right I am or how wrong I am. All right, so for the week, the trades are, guys, a break over that 620, guys, trade up towards 630, 640 level. If that breaks, it's going to be the 660 level. On the break of that 669, she's going to squeeze up towards that 700 area. On the downside, if I'm wrong, I have been wrong once or twice, a break under that 598, traded down towards 590 and 580, and then 570. It says take it out as well. Let me take this off. All right, I will talk about more of that in the pre-market. Twitter, guys, she's had that after that now tells you to post on Snap as well. The trade's going to be a break over that 53, trade up towards 54 first. After that, it's going to be that 55 and 56 area. I'm expecting her to be quite active now. On the downside, I will talk about that in the pre-market. I don't like it around here right now. Walmart going down slowly. XBeef going down slowly. Talk about in the pre-market. ZM. She's holding this. She's holding this. A break under this 380, guys. Trade down towards 375, 370. Every trade down every $5. Now a break over this 410, guys. Trade up towards 420 and then 440. She will run if she breaks through this. Zscaler, set up a great flag right here. I'll break over that 190, guys. Trade up towards 195 and 200. If that 200 does break, she's going to squeeze up towards 205 and 210. All righty, guys. It's going to be a choppy week this week, I think, guys, because of FOMCA and Quadwitch in the same week. So, guys, please size down this week, guys. Stay at the money, guys. Know your risk. If you have been green, guys, please don't not force a trade, guys. You've been trading right, guys. Stay focused on what you're trading or what your setups are. Don't take stupid risks. It was not last week. It's a brand new day. Monday, guys. What worked on Friday will now work every day, guys. So please step back, size it down this week, guys. Be very selective of your trades because there will be tons of fake outs. All right, guys. Look for volume, set your levels, look for volume, and then trade the volume. All right. If the volume dries out, get out yourselves, guys. All right, guys. All right, guys. Let's stay green together, guys. Have a good one.